Hello, my name is Larry Jones, and today we're going to be talking about where to buy. What is a key buy signal? Everything is so in disarray right now. The GDP numbers come out, and it shows that we have 2 quarters of negative GDP, gross domestic product, right? The market was supposed to go down. What does it do? It goes up, right? And then you have all of these confusing data points: CPI, PPI, LMNOP, ABC, and it gets confusing if you're new to the stock market. I get it. I understand. What I want to do on today's video is simply simplify this process and literally try to zone in where is a buy signal and where should we be buying. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Larry Jones, and this is Stock Up with Larry Jones. For those of you that have been following me, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're new, wait till the end of this video because I have important news to share with you about a key signal that I see on where to buy stocks and crypto. So at the end of this video, if you like the information that I give you, please hit the like, subscribe, and most importantly, that notification bell so that you will stay informed. All right. At the end of this video, I want to share one link in particular, and that is Moomoo. Okay. Because Stocks with Josh and myself are talking about doing like a community tab on the Moomoo platform to where you guys could be informed and we can get information to you quick. So we're talking about that right now. I don't have a Patreon, and I give you guys everything that I talk about. Make sure you don't fall for any spam in the comments section, and you guys know anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Let's talk about these key data points that I see. All right. So I follow closely the S&P 500, Standard & Poor's. So all you have to know it is a overall screenshot of the top 500 companies, which is the overall market. For those of you that are new to the stock market, that's really all you have to know. On this one, I'm going to talk where everyone can understand. My theory is talk to me like I'm 3, all right? And so for those of you that are really technical, just bear with me. So here's what I want to literally zone in on. Where could we buy and be safe? Not where can we buy and guess the bottom. No one can guess the bottom. I don't care how good they say they are. No one can guess the bottom. But what we can do is see where we simply could start to average in and start to buy, all right? And there was a report that I shared on this page that there is a key point with the S&P that if you start to buy under this key level, this key number, actually, most people that start to buy after this level actually make money after a recession. Now, the GDP numbers came out, and according to the GDP numbers, we are in a soft recession. Of course, the Fed and everybody else has said because of the strong jobs market, we're not in a recession. We're not going to argue. We're going to trust the data. Let's look right into it. Okay, so here's what you need to know to simplify everything. This is the S&P 500. See here? The Standard & Poor's. This is the S&P 500. Now, if you go to the top of the year, this is year to date, all right? You could see that the S&P 500 is down roughly around 14% at the time of recording this video. Okay, so timestamp it and look at it. So if you go year to date and you go from the top down, you will see that the lows so far were the lows in June. So you will hear a lot of talk about the June lows. Of course, we've had a run up, and the run up was too much too quick. And so what a lot of analysts is saying is that it was going to cool back down and come to around the 4170 mark, right? to which we are right now. We could see we're at 41.34 at the date of this. But that's neither here nor there, right? So if you were to go from the beginning of this year and come down, the key level is negative 20%. When the S&P comes down negative 20%, that is a key indicator of a safe zone to start buying, from there on down, right? So let's go back to the chart. As we could see, we are now down only 13%. So we're not down year to date, negative 20%. Negative 20% would be 38.36. So negative 20% year to date at the time of this recording is 38.36 on the S&P. But that's not all. Watch this. If you go from the highs of the S&P, right, the number turns to 37.90. So the June lows were actually lower. And if you go here, about 20%, we are at about 37.90 exactly. I can't get this on there. We're about 37.90. There we are. So 37.90, according to what I see, 37.90 is a safe buy zone. 37.90 on the S&P 500 and under. The market pays for patience. So if we start to buy at 37.90 and under, then that's a good range to start buying. Now, this has nothing to do with your platforms that you are dollar cost averaging, because it is proven that if you dollar cost average through the lows and through the highs, you assure the best price. Now, on top of your dollar cost averaging, if you want to just buy some shares of some good companies, then that is your buy range. But Larry, what about crypto? I'm glad you asked. So let's look at this. As we could see, the date when it hit 37.90 was July 14. Now, let's add Bitcoin to that and see where was the price of Bitcoin. As you can see, on July 14th, the price of one Bitcoin was 20,000. And so, as you can see, it is the lows or hovering around the lows for the entire year. And so that's why it literally lines up with the 37.90 key point of the S&P 500. So now, is this the end all answer all? No, it is not the end all answer all. But for the year, this year, 2022, it shows a key level where it's a safety zone to buy. And traditionally, off of the past recessions, people that invested when the S&P was negative 20, most of them made money. Of course, you have to be in the right stock, but most of them made the biggest gains after the recession is over. 37.90 was a buy signal for stocks and crypto so far this year in 2022. It has been proven that people that invest in stock or that invest in stock in the previous recession cycles, if they simply waited until the S&P was negative 20%, then that was a safety zone to start buying stocks, good stocks, of course. And after the recession, the majority of the people that waited until the S&P hit negative 20% actually profited, all right? And so that's what we want to do. We want to be patient. The market pays for patience. So what I am doing is I am cashing up. Where am I cashing up? I'm cashing up in my Moo app. All right. And they have a community tab. Stocks with Josh and myself. We're talking about maybe doing something there where we can communicate with you guys. And for a limited time only, they have a promotion that I want you guys to partake of. Now, right now, they have the most aggressive promotion that they've ever had, offering 10 stock. But if you click my link below, they will give you an additional 3 stocks. Okay, so what you want to do is deposit at least $100 to start. And as you could see, all of the promotions that they have. But remember, this is a limited time only. So if you have downloaded it, please go ahead and fund it. If this has been helpful to you to just clear everything up and give you a clear view on where you should start buying, then leave me a comment if this has been helpful. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. If you're on your cell phone, hit the title of this and you'll see a drop down. There is where the links are. And remember to download my links and get the free stuff. We'll see you on the next one.